A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to today's sixth session of the Vishuddhi Chakra. I hope that you all are in a very meditative mood because this is a very important chakra as far as our human evolution is concerned. I've shared with this with you and some of previous Sri Mataji's messages as well. So as a quick recap, this chakra is placed at the fifth level above the Kundalini, and it actually contains within us our ability to rise from the baser level of existence, that is from amoeba to all the various levels of existence till we come to the human level. And from the human level, we then go into the superhuman level through this chakra by the meditation of Sahaj Yoga. Now, what is the superhuman level is? this level of achieving the collective consciousness. And how have we done that? We have surpassed the void chakra, which is the center of the Nabhi, which is the circle around it, and that makes us complete in our dharma, which means in our all our limitations of what we need to do with our lives, how we lead in a limited way. All our freedom is exercised, which is with boundaries, and we know the boundaries of both sides. Similarly, as the Kundalini rises above the Nabhi, we come up to the heart level, from where we are able to feel this joy of the spirit, which is the love in the heart. And that is the point at where the Kundalini enlightens the spirit. And finally, the spirit, when Kundalini rises above to this fifth level, which is the Vishuddhi Chakra, which is adorned by Lord Krishna and his consort Radha, then at this level, this expression of what we have already been through, which is our Guru Tattva as well as our enlightened heart, is expressed. And this is a very important chakra, because when this expression happens in our lives, we are able to communicate both with ourselves and with the whole world at large. And last time we had all spoken about how this communication happens, and how that we need to be very soft and kind-hearted and very sweet with our language, and never shout, never don't feel guilty on the left side, don't aggress on the right side. And so you have to keep in balance. And Lord Krishna, who is the deity of this chakra, has shown with his life how, with a playway method, he actually establishes that state of witness in us. So through the witness state, which comes actually from the enlightened heart, we are able to manifest completely our own being and connect with that all-pervading power of super consciousness and make us a part of the collective consciousness. So that is a recap. And now we will take a bandhan and carry on with today's program. We place both our hands towards the screen, and uh, today we will talk about that aspect of the Vishuddhi where the manifestation happens through our heart, which is pure and which is full of love. And when the Vishuddhi opens and the Agya opens and the Kundalini crosses the Sahasrara, then at that point of time, the vibrations flow back through the Vishuddhi chakra, and they give us a sense of responsibility, which is what we spoke last time. And through this responsibility, we become responsible for what is wrong with us and what is going wrong in the world. And now we have a responsibility to correct what is going on with our lives and with lives of other people. So that makes us in charge. We are in mastery of ourselves, and that is the essence of the Vishuddhi chakra. Now, therefore, what we are doing is that we go into a state of introspection. And through that, we are able to contribute towards our spiritual growth, making ourselves responsible. And we are doing this for the collective benevolence to prevail in the world, which means concern for what's happening around us. This happens at the Vishuddhi level, that we do undertake this process of learning how to become cleansed and cleanse the world around us, means of the negativity. So therefore we work towards it. We desire that we want to contribute towards the wellness of the world around us. So that is the very important part of the Vishuddhi Chakra, because through a playway method, through a diplomatic method, we manage everything and we actually control a lot of things, which is the importance of this chakra. So therefore, what we are doing is we are taking the blessings of the Shiv Tattva of the heart and the unconditioned brain, which is devoid of the ego and the super ego. We permit the all-pervading power of God's love or the Param Chaitanya to transcend and take over completely and enlighten our attention. And then through our attention, our Vishuddhi Chakra begins to act. That action can transform us, can transform people, and can help us to go deeper into the realm of collective consciousness. The I dissolves, and then there is no one called the other. And we start meditating. As we are self realized, we continue to grow in this state of meditation. We close our eyes for 2 minutes and keep our attention on top of our heads. Now we will watch a video of Shri Mataji on the Vishuddhi Chakra.
We must understand the significance of Sri Krishna's advent on the Vishuddhi Chakra. As you know very well, except for once or twice, Sri Brahmadeva has taken his incarnation. Also once, Sri Ganesha has taken his birth as Lord Jesus Christ. But Vishnu Tattva, the principle of Vishnu, has taken many a times birth on this earth, as the goddess had to take many a times her birth. They had to work together many a times, and with the principle of Vishnu, the principle of Mahalakshmi has acted to help the ascent of the people. So the principle of Vishnu is for your ascent, for the evolutionary process of human beings. Through this advent and through the power of Mahalakshmi, we have become human beings from amoeba stage. This is a spontaneous working for us, but for the principle of Vishnu, he had to go through various incarnations to evolve. As you know, there have been incarnations of Sri Vishnu as a fish, to begin with. I went on till it came to the state of Sri Krishna, where they say that he has become complete. But one has to realize that he works on our central nervous system. He builds our central nervous system. Through our evolutionary process, our central nervous system has been built up. And this central nervous system has given us all the human awareness that we have. Otherwise, we would have been just like the stones. But through this building up of our awareness one after another, building up different chakras within us, this principle of Vishnu has brought us to the understanding that we have to seek the truth and ultimately we have to become Sahajogis. So this principle of Sri Krishna is so important that at the state, as we call it the Vishuddhi Chakra, we become complete. In the sense that when the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete, then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahajog. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. As you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi Chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi Chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Sri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I have never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Sri Krishna on Vishuddhi chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi chakra.
We keep our attention on Shri Mataji's image and on our top of our Sahasrara, and just meditate on her words for a little while. And now I'm sharing with you a song that was recorded in way back in the late 1980s. It's a song written by Shri Mataji, a very good meaning. You will see that in the song, the video, and I hope you enjoy that. It's a very, very interesting song to be understood. It is very tough to understand as well for what she really meant to say. But let's listen to that. It's a lovely vibration.
जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। अहम से बना है कैसा आडंबर माया का। अहम से बना है कैसा आडंबर माया का। सहज का लगाम चित्त निरोध कर देगा। देखो सहज योग का ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। धर्म मार्तंडों ने धर्म को कुचल दिया है। धर्म को कुचल दिया है। इस काल में तो धर्म ही परिपक्व पाखंड है। कर देगा, कर देगा, कर देगा। देखो सहज योग का ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। चैतन्य का आभास माना अनहोनी है, माना अनहोनी है। यही सविकल्प शंका में समाधि है, शंका में समाधि है। सबूरी में शंकित चित निर्विकल्प कर देगा, निर्विकल्प कर देगा। देखो सहज योग का ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है, जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। सत प्रकाश मस्तिष्क में अनायास जागेगा, अनायास जागेगा। इस चित्त को सामूहिक चेतना में बनाएगा, चेतना में बनाएगा। हृदय में निरानंद की बंसी बजाएगा, हृदय में निरानंद की बंसी बजाएगा। देखो सहज योग का ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा। जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है, जन्म से जीवन पाना सूक्ष्म अनहोनी है। अहम से बना है कैसा आडंबर माया का, अहम से बना है कैसा आडंबर माया का। सहज का लगाम चित्त निरोध कर देगा, सहज का लगाम चित्त निरोध कर देगा। देखो सहज योग का ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा, ये करिश्मा।
Just feel the glory of Shri Mataji in your heart. The beautiful gift of Sahaj Yoga that she has given to us. And at this Vishuddhi level, she expects us to go out in the open and tell everybody about this beautiful God inside us that reflects on our face like a glory, like you become glorious personality, a beautiful person. Like she said, You become so articulate, you become so artistic, you become so full of expression, full of love. Your face is glowing, and that is the glow of your Vishuddhi. And that has to then go and reach out to the people around in the world, so that when they see you, you become so magnetic and so powerful to share this glory of Shri Mataji with everybody. And that's why she says in one of her speeches, which I'm sharing with you, which will be the last speech of the program before we end today, where she is telling us that we have to spread Sahaj Yoga. We have to give this message of self-realization to everybody in this world. And that is the big responsibility we hold on our shoulders today. So I hope you have liked today's meditation, and we will end with Shri Mataji's talk, and then we will bid goodbye with Bandhan. Thank you very much.
As Sahaj Yogis, you get irresponsible. Your first and foremost responsibility is Sahaj Yoga, because you should know what a work it is. So such a great work to transform the whole world, that's my vision. At this old age also I think the same way. Now if that is my vision, what should be your attitude? That we should go all out to spread Sahaj Yoga. That's the main thing. I call you for these pujas just to renovate, I should say, or to give you more of energy and all that. But if you are just taking it as a great blessings and sitting at home, it's of no use. You must spread Sahaj Yoga. I was surprised that they said in Lucknow there are only 200 Sahaj Yogis. How can that be? First time I went to Lucknow, there were at least 3,000 Sahaj Yogis. And we had not fixed any hall or anything. And can you imagine, suddenly I find so many. How is it there can be 200 Sahaj Yogis? Either you are telling lies or you are good enough for nothing. So the responsibility of all the Sahaj Yogis, first and foremost, is to spread Sahaj Yoga. How many people have you given realization? Where have you talked about Sahaj Yoga? I've seen even in the plane if you are traveling, anyone who is there will tell me, my guru is this, such a great guru, this, that. Openly, shamelessly about horrible gurus. And while you people are very shy to talk about Sahaj Yoga, never publicly, unless and until you have a program and public program and all that. You have no time also for Sahaj Yoga. Very busy people. So, if you have to follow Shiva and his blessings all the time, his protection to you, then you have to be Sahaj Yogis of very high quality. It shows when you go all out to spread Sahaj Yoga. That is the thing missing. I am very happy that in Australia, Sahaj Yoga has spread so much. I don't know what has happened. In a far-fetched place like Australia. In the beginning I had some setbacks, but now it has spread. Also in Austria it has spread, and also in Italy. But otherwise, just doesn't spread. What's the matter? The matter is the leaders are not going all out. Say for in England I travel from north to south, east to west in all the directions. We have very poor Sahjog is there. You have to go to universities, to younger people. If hippism can spread, why not Sahjog? It spread like wildfire. Why not Sahjog? All these things are there, which I have to warn you, be careful. If you have got realization, you have a responsibility to give realizations to others and to spread Sahjog. If you can't do it, then God save you. I have nothing to say. You have to introspect. What have I done for Sahjog? What I have got for Sahjog? And I am sure after this, Shiv Puja will dedicate yourself to Shiv principle within. Shiv principle doesn't stir out. It's very, very stern. It's very powerful. You have to dedicate. And you have to surrender. Above every other job, or every other performance, highest is this. So, with this, I ask Shiva to give you blessings, complete blessings, so that you get transformed into personality of Shiva. May God bless you.
Mataji has spoken about the need for us to talk about Sahaj Yoga with people, with our experience, and beautiful. With this, we come to the conclusion of this program. Let's take our bandhan. Let's take our bandhan and blessings from Shiv Mataji. Thank you very much. Next time, next Friday. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you very much.